Hello everybody, welcome back. So first of all I'm going to show you a time lapse that I started. Just tractor picking up the logs, bringing them to where I'm going to cut them. But you'll see I'm having some problem with my Stihl 260. I don't know if the clutch is going or the chain's bad. I'm going to give you a close up on the chain to see what you guys think, but it doesn't seem to be cutting nice. I know it's nearly the end of its life. There's not much teeth left at all. However, sharpened up correctly, depth gauge, rakers set at the right size for softwood. If anything, a file stroke, a light file stroke under that size. So, but yeah, I'll just pan you around. So yeah, just stack 3 logs up just to get something going, just to keep me busy for a couple of hours, well, an hour if that, just whilst my mum and dad have got Isaac. So here's my 260. It's an old one, but it's still good. 2006. There we go, 2006. So these are my teeth. Come on. Man, that rake is quite low, that one. That's quite low. Maybe that's my problem. I think I've answered my own problem. I don't know why they're that low. Anyway. Yeah, they are quite low, them, like. Come on, focus. So, maybe that's my problem, but it doesn't feel... Hold on, come on. There we go, we're back again. But the whole saw doesn't feel as good. Maybe that's the chain. You know, maybe I'm having a real dumb blonde moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and get the Holzfforma G660 set up with a crosscut chain, because it's got a milling chain at the moment. So that's what I'm going to do. Whilst I've got you here, I'll just pan hit you up. I just want to make I just want to say something quick, to be fair. In light of what's going on around the world with this COVID-19, aka coronavirus, it's got a lot of people in. It's got a lot of people by the balls, really. You know, I've heard some cases are serious than others, and some aren't. I've heard it's real, I've heard it's fake, I've heard all sorts. But I just want to say out there to all my subscribers and whoever watches this, just think of yourselves, think of others, because there's a lot of people out there who will depend on other people's help. You know, my local supermarkets, Asda, Aldi, just to name 2 of them, sold out of almost everything. Boris Johnson, great man in my eyes. He kept me in a job because the government funded my place of work until a new buyer was found. He's doing everything that he's been advised to do. He isn't telling people off his own back. He has got no medical experience. He doesn't know what's a virus. You know, he knows what a virus is, but he doesn't know what the correct steps to take are. So Boris is doing a great job in advising people from what he's been advised, but people have just took that to a whole new level. Pubs and clubs, restaurants, anywhere like social places, shut down. To a lot of people, that's a big thing. You know, so them sort of people, they're the vulnerable ones. What do they do now? What are they going to do? Where are they going to go? You know, just be aware of those kinds of people and see if you can help them out. You know, my dad, he's 80, you know, and he's doing well for his age, but I still feel he's a vulnerable one. So yeah, just help each other out. So, I mean, and this comes back to being prepared, being able to have knowledge up here to survive when it's not a shit hitting the fan moment. Although it has been this first week of announcements, of our daily announcements from our PM. Everybody's gone crackers. So, to me, people who aren't prepared in mind won't survive outside. You know, I've just started doing some daft things at home. Making bread. Something so simple as making bread. How many people can honestly say they know how to make bread? And it's a staple food in pretty much most people's diets. And although the ingredients to make the bread aren't available in shops because people have gone crazy on shelf life staple foods, pastas, flour, long life milk, all sorts of things like that, they've gone crackers for. And you know what? There's things out there that can substitute that. However, you do need things like that. So, if my advice to anybody is help each other out as best as possible whilst remaining to the guidelines, to the advice that's given. Experiment. What's the worst that can happen? If it doesn't turn out, you've wasted a bit of flour, you've wasted not just bread, there's other things out there. If people are able to go hunting, I don't know if that's something that is available to whoever's watching this, but I can go hunting for rabbits. I've got an air rifle, I can go shooting for rabbits. Yes, it's not you don't want to be eating it day in, day out, but if there's no meat in the supermarkets, it's what it is. If you've got livestock, if you've got chickens, if you've got goats, cows, milk can come of goats and cows. Yes, some if you've got chickens, you get eggs. Also provides chicken, meat, the meat chicken. You know, it's there's so much stuff out there to do to get by, but people have got in a way of just letting consumerism rule their lives. You can go to a shop when it's not when it's not an epidemic or a pandemic. I think it's pandemic or whatever it is. You can go to a shop and buy anything you want. You want steak, there's a steak there. You want chicken, there's a chicken there. People lose where it's come from because it's just available in a packet. Just experiment. So I don't want to witter on too much about it. I did say to my girlfriend last night, I said I feel like I need to say something to the people out there, because there's going to be people who are going to be losing their minds, start getting scared. The elderly are going to obviously be the most scared. I mean, my dad, he's worried, but he's self-isolating. I mean, I go in, but I don't go right up to him. You know, I don't hug him, kiss him and everything. But he's worried, and I can understand that. But he's not worried because he was 5 years old when the war ended. They were already on rations. They already had to make their own stuff. His mum made sure they all knew, all the kids, there was 6 of them, made sure they all knew how to make basic and more than basic meals. You know, my dad has always been the cook in the house. He always has been. So, and I've took that as well. So, just be prepared. There's a lot of the internet's still going. Yes, it's a bad thing for all this media crash, but there's stuff out there that will guide you, that will teach you, that will influence you into how to get by, and that's what you want to be able to do. So make sure you're prepared in mind up here, and you'll be prepared everywhere else. So I'm going to go get my GoPro because I forgot it again. I'm just recording on my phone, but it's far too close up. There's no difference in angles, in zoom angles. So I'm going to go get that. Yes, I've witted on for 10 minutes now, but I just feel like I needed to get that off my chest. So stay with me. You'll see the Holzfforma G660 come out, and we'll give that a bit of run time. So thank you very much. I'll catch up with you shortly.